I will not spin plates to make everyone happy.
I will not duck to avoid hitting the glass ceiling.
I will not stay in a small box where I cannot control my life.
I will not just stand on the sidelines and cheer the team on.
I will not carry ancestral baggage, fearful that if I lay down, there will be no purpose in my life.
I will not do something well that doesn't make me happy.
I will not speak so softly that my voice is not heard.
I will not sit at home while others experience the world.
I will not wear masks to avoid being seen fully or upsetting others.
I will not convince myself that tomorrow will suffice when it comes to following my bliss.
I will not play follow the leader unless I am the leader.
Follow your bliss.
Hello. Ni hao.
Oh.
No.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Yeah, better. Great.
Welcome to Hear Me Roar. We have an amazing show in store. We have the Chinese scholars and then also some Chinese students with us today, and we're going to share some stories with you. So if you want to begin, you can each introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Chen Lijuan, Chen. I'm an English teacher from Guangxi University in Guangxi Province. It's a beautiful university. So you're welcome to visit there in the future. You're welcome. I'm very glad to visit here. Mohand is very, very beautiful. I love the people here. I love the teacher here. I love the student here. So in the future, if you come here, you can find everything perfect. Okay.
Okay, 大家好. My name is Nong Xueming. I'm an associate professor in Guangxi University. I teach English. Okay, I really appreciate the chance to be a visiting scholar at the Morehead State University. It's a beautiful campus. I love here. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay.
Hi, my name is Liu Qianyao. I come from Shanxi Province, Yangquan City, China. I study in Tianjin Normal University, Jinggu College.
Hi, everyone. My name is Qing. I'm from Tianjin Normal University, and my major is journalism. I'm a junior student, and this is first time I come American, and I like here so much. Also, welcome to China. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. And my name is Haley Dyer, and I'm your host. Today on the show, it's going to be so special. We're just going to be talking about women because Hear Me Roar is focused on women. We're going to share our stories of maybe ourselves or our mothers or our grandmothers. So please stay in tune after this. Hello, and welcome back to Hear Me Roar. My story, personally, I was born and raised in eastern Kentucky in a small town called Salyersville. My mom has taught me so much in my life. Unfortunately, she had a heart attack and a triple bypass in her 30s. But from that experience, she really taught me how important it was that I needed to be independent and to really try my hardest with everything that I did. My grandmother was a huge influence on my life. the whole time I was a little girl, I grew up right beside my grandmother, and I spent every day with her. She was a gardener. She was a folk artist. She would write poetry. She would make songs, and she created these beautiful pieces of art with sewing. But my grandma, she has shared a lot with me about what her life was like when she was younger and how different it is from my life today. And the most important thing that my grandma did teach me was how important it is to really stick up for yourself and to really believe in what you can do and just embrace the fact that you are a woman. And I think that's so important for so many people to realize. So I would love to hear everyone else's story. So if you want to start, you can tell your story.
As we know, in China also exist this kind of phenomenon that we call generation gap. Although have this kind of generation gap between the young people and old people, but something very important we can learn from our old generation, from my grandmother and mother. I love my grandmother very much. When I was a little young girl, I often visit their house. Whenever I come there, I found that my grandmother just took care of the whole family. Yeah, he was very nice, very warm-hearted to everybody in the family or around the others, around the neighbors. So I learned that to be a warm-hearted person to the others, that is very important. So to be a friend to people, to the others. That is I learned from her. And from my mother, I love my mother very much because she just a nice and warm-hearted woman too. And she loved animals very much. So during my grown-upping period, I always kept a pet in my home. Sometimes it's a cat, sometimes that's a dog. Because we love animals very, very much. From my grandmother, from my mother, and from me, all the family members loved animals very much. So we think that to be nice to the other people are very important. And the other important things I learned from my mother is to be an independent woman in a society. This is very important, I think. Yeah. So maybe it's your turn, please, because you have a lovely daughter. I know that.
Yeah.
You should tell more about it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. First, I would like to tell you something about my grandmother because I think that's a happy story. Now, whenever I recall my grandmother, I would like to say that now it's really a happy time to be with my grandmother. She has a big house and. There is a river in front of her house and a lot of trees, flowers, and she also planted a lot of vegetables around the house. So when I was a little girl, I spent most of my spare time there, and I have a happy time in my grandmother's house. And the most important things I learned from my grandmother, I should say, is that, okay, maybe we should keep harmony with nature because we can find happiness in nature and we can have fun in nature because at that time I often fish in the river and spend most of my time in the flower. Okay, that's really happy time. A few words about my daughter. Okay, I have a lovely daughter who is a freshman in Macau University. And I think now she have sometimes we should say that it's a little bit different life from mine because now she has more free choices, right, for everything. So I think that's maybe one of the difference between her life and my life. Okay, that's my story about my grandmother.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I can really relate to how you were talking about how your grandma was such an important part of the family because where I grew up, all of my family lived on the same road. And so it was my cousins, my uncles, and my grandma really was a huge support for our family as well. And I really appreciate what you had to say about nature, because where I lived growing up, I mean, Eastern Kentucky is so beautiful, and we lived out in the country. And so every morning it was so nice to just sit with my grandma and enjoy the nature that was around us. So thank you so much. After this, we will hear their stories, so just stay in tune.
Day 2, cramming for midterms. I feel my energy running low, and the worst part is, not even coffee's helping. I traveled far and wide in an attempt to find something to quench my thirst, and then I saw it. Water. Salvation.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hear Me Roar. I would really like to hear your stories, so if you all would like to share that with us.
Yes, I will talk about my family. My grandma is 70 years old, and she not have a job, just stay in the home. My mother is a doctor. She is 45 years old. I'm a student, and I'm 22 years old. My grandma is just like stay in the home, and she like sleeping because she is old. She want to keep health. My mother like watching TV and cooking. I like surf in the internet, and I like play with my friend, and I like watch TV too. So it's a big difference between my grandma and my mother and me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so nice. So what other things did you learn from your grandma? Was there anything special that she really told you that stuck with you, or that your mom has tried to teach you?
Yeah, my mother is a doctor, so she always teach me how to keep health. That's all.
Thank you so much. You can.
I would like to share a story about my grandmother. Actually, I love my grandmother and respect her so much. Actually, she had a very tough life in her childhood and a young age. Almost very unfortunately, because in her childhood, her father treated her very cold, and her father remarried with another woman. Her birth mother died, so she can't feel some the emotion or something from the family, or caring from family. She needed to do a lot of works, and she had to take care her brother. So even she can't have chance to go to school. until she married with my grandfather, her life became better. But although in this very unfortunately situation, she never gave up. She always kept the warm-hearted and kindness. She always helped the poor people, and she loves animals. Finally, she died with cancer. But she I saw that she always fighted with the disease. So I keep the strong mind. So she's very independent woman. The most important thing I learned from my grandmother was she taught me whatever you met the problem, you just keep yourself, insist yourself, and just do it whatever you want, and be strong.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing that. I just think that is a really important lesson too for a child to learn, for a child to see someone that they really look up to not only go through something difficult, but to overcome it as best they can. I think that's one of the most important lessons that can stay with someone. So thank you. After this, they will sing a song for you. So we'll see you after the commercial.
Breaking news. Events happening in Moorhead. Special guests. Weather updates. There when you need it. Channel 77. News Center. Thursdays from 5 to 5:30.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hear Me Roar. Before they sing the song, I would actually like to share something with you that means so much to me. My grandmother, she made this by hand. If you don't care to spread it out. This was placed on my great-grandmother's casket, and it is just my mama's kind of idea of her life. She has important points highlighted, like, her birthday, her wedding day, things like that. But most importantly, it's the family tree. She has her children and then her great-grandchildren. And so this is something that has really stayed in my family, especially since my great-grandmother passed away. And it's really important to all of us. And I just wanted to share that. But thank you.
Very beautiful.
So now they're going to sing a song entitled Moi Li Hua.
Oh, no.
Mo Li Hua.
Oh, okay, Moi Li Hua.
Yeah, better.
1, 2, 3.
好一朵美丽的茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，芬芳美丽满枝桠，又香又白人人夸。让我来把你摘下，送给别人家。茉莉花呀，茉莉花。
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. So thank you all for watching the show today, and thank you for being guests. You were a great part of the show, and it was amazing to hear your stories, and thanks for sharing. So we will see you on the next episode. So goodbye.
再见。
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 再见。再见。
Morehead is a very beautiful place and a very beautiful university here. So you're welcome to here. You will enjoy yourself.
我爱我家，我喜欢 Morehead State University 。
莫亥的是一个非常安静的小城市，欢迎大家来这里。
I like Morehead so much, and also welcome to China. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.